switch, now they third in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now he's set. 19. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Check 24. Check 24. Shift. I can record. I can deny.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. first down, gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill. Hey. Motion. Lead dribble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eason. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Bravo! Ready?
From the gun, Eason. It's caught. Jones. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
47.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 47. Hey, high 7. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 47. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Eason. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Who's that? 19! I got you. 24.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Looking long for Thomas. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Watson. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
You must be true. Shoot. I see the man.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. James has got it. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And this is caught. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. In for the score. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
Set. 60 out there. Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Eason. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On first down, Eason. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Eason, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Hey, lock it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Now.
From the gun, Eason gets this one to Hill. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw again on second down. Watson, Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
57 to Mike. 57.
On third down, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and 4.
60 Pittsburgh. 47. Come on, D.
Back to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the 40 now on second down. Watson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the gun on third, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
But let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on third down, Eason, and that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run here with Balazs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on second down. Watson going to throw right side here. Complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get him down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Shoot. Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, he stays up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That's our ball. Every time. You keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
First down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to throw now on second and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Caught by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 24 yards. Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Eason. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go!
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Eason. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Showing it. Hey, Haywood. Go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Eason. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Watson. To throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's able to find Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, it's that! 19! I'm not ready! Watch twins! Watch twins! Hey, no time now.
Now Balaj. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
50 seconds. 50 seconds to mine. I'm coming. Hey, 31. Motion. 57.
Out of the gun, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They run it with Balaj. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ja'Kai Polite racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take in the next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. On third down, Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it with Jones. And an alley to run. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Texans, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans.